First, I like to say we're excited to be here at the ISF conference. It's because it's a good place to network, and obviously we get to align our policies with the different countries. So the Congress is important to us. That's why we are a major sponsor. What I think we'd really like to spotlight is our Lighthouse Brands. We have 3 of them, our Pancho Votivo, our Elivo, and Sistema. If I first look at Pancho Votivo, it's a insecticide and a nematicide together. So the Pancho part of it controls insects below and above the ground. And if you look at Votivo, it actually protects you against nematode as well as gives you plant health effects. And then when I look at Elivo, it's being registered for soybeans for nematodes. And it also has a good SDS. It's the first SDS product for soybeans. So that's exciting for us as well. And then the last spotlight I'd like to put on is Sistema, which is a great cereal fungicide. And I think one of the things we're seeing with the farmers, especially here in Europe when they're using it, is that they're able to eliminate one spray. And so that's really important to them. And I think just to not forget, we have a whole breadth of portfolio when we brought the group together. We have seed treatment fungicides, tree treatment insecticides, coatings and colorants, inoculants, and biologicals. So we have an exciting portfolio. When you look at it from a global reach, what it's done is given us a bigger breadth of portfolio with our customers. So when we're talking with our seed partners or we're talking with our farmers, we're able to give them diversity. We're able to give them this huge portfolio of seeds, traits, our seed treatments, along with our chemistry. So it's just not the seed treatment breadth of portfolio, but everything. But we're here, I think, when we talk with our seed partners to help them improve their yields. And when we can do that, I think everybody wins. I think the influence comes from the fact of the bigger portfolio, right? So when you really look at how we can put things together, how we can partner with our seed companies, how we can partner with our growers, I feel that is the most important thing for us to do. You can give them the tools that is going to be able to take so they can choose their traits, they can choose their seed treatments, they can choose what they need and not have to take what they don't need and be able to be very successful. Yeah, so if you take a look at the new products that we just talked about, these Lighthouse Brands, one of the things they do produce is protection and the added yield. So if you go back in history, 50 years from now, population was what, half of what it is today? If you look at 50 years going forward, it may grow exponentially. So in order to have food, feed, and fiber, it's going to be important to have these type of innovations. Because look at the arable land we have today. We don't have it. So technology, innovation is probably the most important we can do to help feed the world. When this all occurred, our global headquarters for the seed business is actually in Lyon. So that's really exciting for us. So when you look at the production and you look at the amount of agriculture in France, it is great. And if you look at it from the seed treatment point of view, we've actually launched Integro Pro, the inoculant, into France this year, which has been very successful. When you look at the communications we need to do, you understand as well as anybody, there's a big gap between what we know about agriculture and what people don't know about agriculture, and we need to close that gap. BASF sees that gap. We've done a lot of things. We belong to the SAC committee here at ISF. We are a strong supporter and a sponsor for the communication committee for the American Seed Trade Association, which puts leadership and ambassadors together to help explain this. And I think what other thing is, my personal, I work on the part of the First to Seed Foundation. And part of that is education to all of the ag teachers. And one of the projects that we're doing, which is really cool, and you maybe have heard of this, it's called Tomato Sphere, but it is really neat. So we partnered with NASA. We take the seeds, tomato seeds, we put them on the space shuttle. We go up, we bring them back, we push them out to the kids. The kids grow them, what isn't and what is. They get to compare. And now they look at it and they go, wow, this is agriculture, this is science, this is space. And we really are creating an atmosphere that they want to learn about agriculture. And if you start with the kids, the gap will come closer. But we've got to be able to talk about it. It's really important that we show our support to the industry. And it's good to be aligned in all the policies that are going on. Our policies, from the American Seed Trade Association to the Southern Seed Association to the European Seed Association, all these associations need to be aligned as we're going forward. And with that, I think we can then make better decisions. We can communicate better to the least ag industries and to our governments. And I think that's probably the most important thing we have going with it.